Hello, it is finally the day that we are recording the rug tufting video. Clawlab very kindly sent me their tufting kit, their Lite version, and that is the plan for today, is just to try out the kit as somebody who has never done rug tufting before. Okay, it's time to get this set up. I got the frame all set up. It's just here at the end of my desk. I think I'm going to save setting up the tufting gun once I have the design ready to go. So that means now it's time to start finalizing the design. I have a few ideas doodled here in my planner, so I'm gonna go through those and see if I can pick one out that seems doable for somebody who's never done this before. It would be great if we could focus on using the yarn that they sent. I did some research and it seemed like the way to go for your first design is something small, like a desk rug. And one thing that I have been needing while editing is like a wrist support for in front of my keyboard. My hands and wrists get pretty sore after spending hours editing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I have settled on this like star design as a good test run to try. I was drawing the stone and immediately made it way too complicated, so that's that. And I think that might be a little too hard. So we're gonna try with the stars. Simple. I think it's going to be too close to the edge, but I'm just going to try it anyways. Okay, let's try white. Right now it just looks like a blob. finished the white. Towards the end, I feel like I got a lot better, but I do think there's a few spots that I could have better with, so I'm gonna reload the gun and fill in some of these spots I didn't get perfectly. Look at that! I made that. Now that I have all the areas filled in well, I need to unclamp it from my desk, lay it down flat, and apply the glue, and then I will have to wait for the glue to dry according to the directions on my glue, and then after that I'll be able to finish my little rug, which is definitely bigger than my original plan. But before I fully remove this from the frame, since this piece of fabric is like the size of the frame, I'm definitely going to fill it up the rest of the way with more designs, maybe over the next couple days. It is ready to go. I just need to wait for the glue to dry, which will take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours. The original glue I started using, I immediately did not like. I will need to get different glue. I was hoping to just use glue I had on hand, but it seems like I should get the proper glue. I'm really happy. I think it is so cute. It's bigger than I originally planned, and I'm worried about how much of shedding I will have, because when I was applying the glue, it seemed like a lot was coming out. We'll see how that looks once it's finished. I do plan on taking my clippers to it and evening it out a bit. For first try, I think it's pretty cool. I had fun. It was nice to do a like craft that was standing up. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. You definitely need to push really hard, so it's a little tiring. I would say it requires a good amount of hand strength to do. Just to keep in mind, keeping the yarn in the gun in the beginning was really annoying. It kept sliding out and I couldn't figure out why. But over time, I guess I got the little adjustment thing in the gun to a better point, and it was much easier. And that's that. I will finish up this video in a couple days when I can take it off of the frame. But after I glued it, I was actually able to put it at the end of my desk, which is really nice. So it's completely out of the way while the glue dries. I think it's really cool to have a small kit like this that is made for small spaces, because this desk and the cabinet behind you is the entirety of my art studio. That is all the space I have. And even if my desk was smaller, I think it would have been completely fine. I'm happy. The gun wasn't heavy. It wasn't loud. I didn't feel uncomfortable using it in my apartment. Could definitely use it at night even, I think, without bothering anybody. I think it's even quieter when you go the higher speeds. But that's all for now, and I'll catch up with you in a couple days. I was finally able to get the glue to finish up these last two rugs. I went ahead and went over the glue on the first one as well, just because it was really crappy. So hopefully that will help it stay together a bit better. Now I have to wait 24 hours and then I can cut these off.